Hello everyone and welcome back to Brick Country. So recently I got all of the Brinklink Designer Wave 1 sets and that was really cool to be able to get. But so far the only one that I've built and integrated into my collection is the Mountain Fortress. So today in this video we're going to be integrating the old train engine shed into my Lego city, and I can already tell you that it blew my expectations out of the water. I don't know what I was expecting going into the build, but it was really satisfying to build. The color scheme is very nice. It's 2 base plates, so it's a lot larger than I imagined. I only imagined 1.5 at the absolute largest, but it's bigger than I expected. It's better than I expected. And today in this video, we're integrating it into my Lego City train line. So without further ado, let's get started. So as of right now, the Lego City train line goes around the amusement park. You can see it loops around the loop coaster and Winnie the Pooh back here. But when it comes around here, it's kind of blank. There isn't really anything there. So I'm going to be taking advantage of all this open space right here. Remove those base plates, add the old train engine shed, and I think that'll make that area look a lot better. We're gonna use this junction over here and have the main line come off. It may hang over a little bit, but a little bit I'm okay with, so long as it can still hold its own weight. Track will come off here and connect to the old train engine shed, and I think that'll make a lot more sense both in looks as well as realistic detail, so the train engine can actually come off the main line to be repaired, to be stored, to be painted if it needs to, refuel, and I think that is going to be a great place to put it. I will have to rearrange some of these modular buildings though, because the train engine shed actually hangs off one stud over its base plate, so I will have to rearrange these buildings to have a half baseplate gap between the training shed and the rest of the modular buildings. I will eventually detail that half baseplate plate. Don't know with what yet. I kind of want to wait and see how the training shed looks before I decide on any of the exterior details of the surrounding areas. I will, of course, though, have to include some sort of walkway for people over here to cross 2 train lines to get over here. I may add some sort of walkway with a double train crossing, and I think I can make it look pretty good. So let's take a look at the train engine shed, which I just finished building right now. So here is the old train engine shed, and I think it looks really good. As I said earlier, it blew all my expectations away with its size and the enjoyability of the build. Yes, I just made up that word. So the train tracks over here look very nice. They're nicely balanced. Some stacked plate underneath give this nice staggered result. And then on the top, we have 1x1 and 1x4 dark reddish brown tiles combined with these rare elements to give a very nice ballast track effect. I really enjoyed that. I don't have any ballast tracks in my Lego City yet, and I've never built any, so it was really satisfying to build, and I might have to ballast all my tracks in the future. We get this nice pump cart. It's really cool, looks really nice. Got some light elements over here. Nice techniques used in this middle area as well. It can actually tip the minifigures back and forth a little bit. The minifigures on it, we have this lady in overalls with a nice simple smile and a baseball cap. The other has an Octan name badge right there, name tag, dual molded legs, a satchel, some green glasses, and a ponytail. There's a light and rail on both sides of the cart, and it's really fun to play with. You can roll it back and forth really easily. Another minifig down here. This lady is holding this stop sign. She has some dual molded legs, a nice orange shirt, and a bowl haircut. The buffer behind her is a very nice build as well. It's built using some plates, tiles, some studs and round elements for the actual buffer section. And then for the base, we have 2 of these very simple connectors built over here, the ratchetable ones, some snot bricks, and there's some more of those elements on the ground to attach it like so, and then you lift both the sides up. Then you can attach the buffer to the snot elements. The buffer system does work very well. I can sling the cart pretty fast into it and it doesn't do anything. Although I don't think that would work if I sent my actual motorized train into that at full speed. Yeah, that wouldn't stop it very well. To end the rails, we have some nice cheese wedges, and a little thing here, the cart actually hits the buffers before it hits the end of the rail, so that's pretty interesting. Actually, I would have thought because of that gap it would have come off the rails a little bit, but no, it actually stops at the buffer first, so that's very nice. Turning around to the back, we have a large slope element and a cart right here using some smaller train wheels. On top, we have 2 barrels and a tank of gasoline. And this cart can fit on the main train tracks and roll back and forth. I don't know what its purpose is, but it looks really good. For the back fence, we have some clips and bars to attach a ladder, as well as these flexible elements, which I've seen used as zip lines before. So we have a very nice fence back here as well. Over here on this gravel path, we have another minifigure and his animal. We have a nice dog, as well as a man with some black pants, a plaid shirt, and a very nice mustache with a receding hairline. He's also, for his extras, has a bucket of water and a turkey leg. In the trash can beside him, though, there is a bone in the trash can. I think that's a reference to the turkey leg. So maybe him and his dog need to lay off the turkey legs. Back here, we have a nice puddle, and the gutter system made up a lot of various elements with lightsaber hilts, minifig pose elements, Technic pieces, clips, and even a ice cream cone and another Technic element up here at the top. The flex tube up here is run through several Technic elements as well, and it combined really gives a nice effect for a gutter going the length of the building. The windows over here are very nice as well. That was very tedious to build. That was probably the most tedious part, but it turned out really well. Little Easter egg here, the newspapers on some of the windows actually have the Brinklink designer program logo, and I think that's a really cool addition. All of the newspapers on every window include that. There's a lot of nice colors in the building itself with some light nougat, and dark brown, and I think the result looks really good. We got some lights mounted on the wall, and let's take a look at this back shed real quick, using some snot tell elements as well as a ton of 1x tiles in different shades of brown, and it gives a really nice effect for a shed. I love how this looks. We have a chimney over here, and the roof is made up of a bunch of tiles combined with some plates in the bottom. There's some nice olive and green leaf elements and vine here. The bottom of the roof you can see is just some plate and some of these smoothed out circular plates. It uses some of these sloped vents over here to fill in the gaps nicely. And then in the back shed itself, it's a little cluttery on the ground because I put some minifig extras in there, but we have a stove, a stump over there, a little storage area over here, a dresser of some sort with a teapot, and then another desk over here with a telephone on it and a clock on the wall. There's also a nice picture of a bridge over here, and that door right there goes into the actual train shed. Above it, we have this nice fan up here that looks like an old warehouse fan of some sort, and I really like that addition. This side of the building's design is very similar to the other side. Moving around to the front, we have some nice ivy over here, a clock on the wall, some texturing on the ground. We have this large spout over here, which I believe is for water for refueling steam engines. Nice light on the wall, very nice door technique using some garage door elements for windows, and both of the doors you can open and close, and a train can fit through there, I have checked. Over here we have a electrical pole with a very simple, very nice design using whips as electrical cords. We've got a nice bird and bird nest up here, some wires going into the actual building, and then some pallet and crates over here. Let's move on to the interior of the building now. The roof design is very nice, and it can be removed like so. Some large UCS plaque-like plates, some slopes, and then it's more of these ratchetable clips back here to get the perfect angle for the roof. And it's one giant module which can be removed very easily. And taking a look at the inside of the build, it is very nice, very clean, very tiled off. We have a slight divot underneath the actual rails where an engineer could get underneath, or a mechanic, and repair the train. Some lovely mechanical details around the walls over here, but it looks really good. A lot of great techniques being used here. One complaint is that this is not attached and snapped down, so it's freely rolling, so that's a little annoying when I'm carrying this thing around. But we have two more minifigures in here, one being this old man back here with a bucket of water. He looks like he's ready to clean the engine. And then over here, we have another minifigure. He is a paraplegic. He has a very nice circular element. I don't know what it's for. He has a scissors and some oxygen tanks on the back. Someone in the comment section, let me know what that is. We have some helmets on the wall over there, some various tools, and it's just so highly detailed. One of the main functions of this interior area, though, is actually this very large crane, which can roll freely back and forth, and there's also this middle section which can move. The crane itself cannot go up and down, it's stuck in place, but it's really cool. I love this sticker element right here, though, that would show its weight limit, which is only 50 bricks, so I don't think it's going to be lifting any very large trains. This train engine shed is super cool, and now it's time to add it to the LEGO City, so let's go clear out that spot for it now. This area is looking so much better now with the addition of the old train engine shed. You can see I went ahead and added the tracks necessary to connect it to the rest of the layout. I will have to raise these up though, so I went ahead and switched it to the flexi trap so I can bend the track up later to be flush with the old train engine shed tracks. I'll also have to add a little more table here because that's a little too much free floating track for my personal taste. I'm also planning on detailing this whole area over here with the green and the gravel path that I want to cross all 3 tracks over to here, so minifigures can actually visit the theme park, and hopefully I'll be able to add some sort of train railroad crossing because that's a little bit dangerous right now. The road also, as you can see, curves over here and comes straight, and there's the half base plate open over there for future detailing. I am loving how this new area looks, so let me know in the comment section your thoughts. And also, so you guys know the modular building's placement, I've moved the gas station over here and the museum out of the Lego City, so I'll have to rearrange these soon to reintegrate it into the Lego City for this general area. So stay tuned for that video where I will rearrange all these modular buildings and start developing this area a lot more. Well, there you go. This is the end of this video, and I think we made a lot of good progress today, and I think this looks really good. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe and comment below your thoughts on the train engine shed's placement. If you want to see more awesome content, you can check it out on the end screen now, and I'll see you guys later. Farewell.